Hi, I want to talk about multiple realities, quantum physics, the nature of the universe, and I want to make it a very short video because this shit is very boring when you try to explain it scientifically. There was a double slit experiment, a very famous experiment that proved that multiple realities probably existed. Spawned a lot of theories. Now, if you want something in depth on this, look it up, because this isn't going to be it. They shot a beam of light through a barrier with two slits, and it formed an interference pattern. That interference pattern looked something like then they tried it with individual photons. Einstein proved the existence of photons. And it formed an interference pattern. Instead of going through the two slits and forming two lines, one photon at a time, because there was no interference, right? Then they tried it with electrons, and this is the actual results. Now, electron was like a tiny marble. It should have just went behind and formed two lines. But guess what? When they put a measuring device by one of the slits, the two lines did form. But when they didn't, then this formed, the interference pattern. What they basically concluded was that matter exists in superposition, and which meaning waves, and that photons existed in wave and particle. Now, an individual electron being shot at a barrier with two slits in it, they determined as a wave it existed in all possible realities. Well, all possible realities of shooting a beam through that barrier would be to come up with an interference pattern. So that's what was created. Now, think about something. We exist in superposition, and we are much more complicated than in a single electron that we know of. So, if you were to take our entire universe right now and freeze it at a certain point, everybody is on the point of making a decision. Some guys are thinking about what they always think about, deep in thought. Yeah, I had to throw that in there. This is pretty boring trying to talk about scientific shit. So here, a cheap thrill. Damn. Now, we are frozen in time right now. Think about that. All of us are on the verge of making a decision or taking an action, and there's possibilities of what we will do, and think how complicated that is. But you make a decision and then another reality forms, much like this. Multiple realities, multiple worlds, just as real. Each decision you make spawns a new one, branches off on its own timeline, close to ours. Maybe D-Wave with their quantum computers, where they merged some of these realities, brought us together on the macro scale. Maybe CERN smashing atoms together, jiggled the timelines, or they bumped into each other and merged. Who knows? Who knows? But we people of the Mandela Effect community, we know our worlds have merged with other worlds as real as our world. And then you got to think about when you see that there's unlimited worlds, and there's quite a few worlds that have you in them, different, that you could actually meet yourself. And how different would that be? How different would you be? What would happen if you took a whole bunch of yous and put you in a room? But you take groups of people from other worlds, and you combine them together basically as strangers, and you see what's been taking place these last 3 years, my God, you listen to CNN or you listen to Fox, and it's like they're two different planets. And they're both so strongly in belief of what they believe in that the other side is crazy. Where's it leading to? A lot of people think there's going to be a divine intervention. And they're probably right. Take care.